Go to YouTube. All right, everyone. We are just getting live here. We had some technical difficulties here to start the game as number 22 for Bigelow is going to come up to bat. Bigelow is the opponent, and as she fouls the pitch back, and that's going to get the count 1-1 right here, and that is Ashlyn Jordan, number 22, the shortstop, that is going to be up for Bigelow. The Panthers face the Panthers today as Bigelow comes in a half a game behind according to SB Live. Harvard will get the rock today as she wheels and deals her third pitch of the game, and that's going to be hit. That's going to be a fly ball there to Hadley Harrington as she drops that. So that will be a single, or excuse me, an error on McCutcheon. Harrington, excuse me, there. That is going to be an error on the second baseman. So now up to bat is what I have as the pitcher, Briley Jones, number 6. And Brashears tries to get the pickoff throw down the first base line, but Jordan is going to be back in time right there. And Bella down the count here 1-0. Bella did not throw yesterday against Conway St. Joe. Braylon McIntyre did all the throwing there as Harville wheels and deals right there, and she gets the foul tip to even the count at 1-1. Harville's been a dominant pitcher all season for the Panthers, but Bigelow's fighting for that spot here today. The 1-0 pitch, and it's going to be fouled back behind first base. That's a strike. If it's a foul, it's a strike. Has she fouled it off twice? And the pitch from Harville, and it's going to be another foul ball. So that will be strike off. Oh, sorry, guys. We are working some technical difficulties out up here in the booth. So Jones is down in the count 1-2. Harville gets the pitch from the third base dugout. Panthers in all white uniforms. Bigelow in white tops with dark bottoms, and the pickoff throw attempt there from Brashears is going to be offline as McCutcheon catches it before it goes into center field. So that is a stolen base for Ashlyn Jordan. The pitch there, and that's going to get off the outside, so that will be a ball to even the count 2-2 here for Jones. Top of the first here, runner on second for Bigelow, no outs, full count. Harville readies the payoff pitch. She winds up in the pitch, and that's going to be hit, but that's going to be foul and just out of play there as chase was given by the freshman Braylon McIntyre in right field. That's been a great at-bat, a tough at-bat here for Jones, the pitcher. She has battled with Harville, and she's got a runner in scoring position right here with a full count, no outs. Jordan, the shortstop, is the runner in scoring position on second. 3-2 the count. The payoff pitch once more. A wheel and a deal, and it's hit up the third base line. They're going to get it over, and they're going to try to roll two, and the throw to third is going to be late as they do get Jones to ground out right there, and that's one out, but Jordan advances to third base. And so it looks like we have an umpire meeting, unsure what it's about at the moment. So let's see if we can get a verdict on that. Now up to bat is number 23, Addison Jordan, the center fielder. Harville, the pitch, and that's going to be high for ball one. And a check swing there, and she's not going to go around, so that's going to be ball 2. Harville readies the 2-0. The pitch, and a swing and a miss. And that's going to be foul tip into the glove, so that will be a strike there for Harville, as she is in a hole kind of right here with a runner on third with only 1 out. 2-1 the count for Harville. And the ball is hit up the third base line, but that's going to roll foul, and that's going to be strike 2 for Jordan. So now the count is 2-2 here on Jordan, the center fielder. The 2-strike pitch, and that is just going to be off the edge. Man, that looked like a good location there from Harville, but the count goes full once more. Let's see if Harville can set her down right here with a full count. The windup in the payoff pitch from Harville, and a swing, and it's put out of play down the first base line and foul. Yeah, these Bigelow hitters, Jones and Jordan, have had quality at-bats against Harville, and that's been tough to do all season, as she had 12 strikeouts against Cutter Morningstar just last week. The pitch, the payoff, a swing, and it's put into play, and it's going to be in the right center gap. It gets past Gangoso to the fence, and they're going to wheel her around, and she's going to stop at second, and that's going to be an RBI double for Addison Jordan, number 23, the center fielder. And so Bigelow takes a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. That is just great patience at the plate, and a mental lapse out there by Gangoso to not get to that ball. And that first pitch to Cayenne Curtis, number 17, the right fielder, is going to be a strike. Panthers only have 1 out in this inning as the cleanup hitter comes up to bat right here. The pitch and swing, and it's going to be put into play into left center. Gangoso misses that one, and it gets to the fence. And here comes Jordan, and they're going to try to get a triple, and she's going to be safe. And that is great speeds on the base pads there by Curtis as she gets an RBI triple, and Bigelow goes up 2-0. And that is just great hitting here from Bigelow early, as number 11, the first baseman, Jaden Mayo, is going to come up to bat, and we have a circle meeting here for the Panthers. It's been a crazy one here early. We'll take a quick break on the Matt Cove High School East YouTube page and be back with the last 2/3 of this inning after this break. And we are back here at Panther Field as Mayo comes up to bat, the first baseman. Harville looks to set these last 2 down and get out of this inning, only giving up, I thought she gave up 2. Harville, she gets to throw their and they're going home, and she is safe. So the Bigelow Panthers go up there 3 but get a second out. So that is going to be a ground out for Mayo, but it does get the run home, and Bigelow's up 3-0 here in the top of the first. Bryn Weaver, number 13, is up to bat here for Bigelow. 2 outs here. Harville looking to get out of this one. Weaver is the DP for the Bigelow Panthers. Harville gets the call from the third base side dugout. The windup, the pitch, and a swing, and it's going to be put into play down the first base line, and Corey Dawson will take it herself and end the inning, but not before the Bigelow Panthers draw first blood, scoring 3 runs. Panthers got to clean up the pitching here later in this game. So Bella gives up 3 runs in the first. We'll be right back with the bottom half of the first and the Panthers batting after this break. So her first pitch is a ball, and her second pitch is also a ball. So I have to see what Starks can do against this Panthers lineup. Starks readies her third pitch and delivers, and it's hit hard out, and she's tracking, and that's McCutcheon to the fence, to the right field fence, and she's going to get 2. She's going 3, and the throw is not even attempted by the second baseman, and that's a lead-off triple. She also hit a 3 RBI triple yesterday and a triple here today, and McCutcheon's bat has been hot lately. And that is a great piece of hitting to right field. Her triple yesterday was to the left center gap. So she has hit triples to both sides of the ballpark these last 2 days. And Gangoso looks to get her in right here as that run is just 60-some feet away. And a bunt is popped up, and nobody can get to it. The third baseman and the catcher were both attempting. So that is going to be strike 1 for Alexa. Panthers look to dig out of a hole here, down 3 runs in the bottom of this first. Starks wind up the pitch, and it's hitting the play, and that is going to be caught, and McCutcheon's going to try to tag up. The throw home is not in time and off play, so that will be a sacrifice fly there for Gangoso as the Panthers start carving in that lead, only down 2 runs. So now Izzy Sawyer, the junior, the third baseman, comes up right here. 1 out here, down 2 runs, base pad's empty. The pitch, and that is going to be a catch the outside edge there for a strike, and that's going to be strike 1 on Sawyer. Starks readies the windup in the pitch, and that's going to be in the dirt and low, so that's going to be ball 1 as the count evens here 1-1. Beautiful day here for softball in the Cove. Very few wispy clouds in the sky, and it's nice and toasty outside. Starks, the wind up, the pitch, and it's put into play over there to the shortstop. She muffles it, and they're going to beat out the tag to Sawyer. It gets past her, and she's going to second base. The right fielder recovers and does not attempt the throw, so Sawyer will make it to second base over the muffle from the shortstop and the first baseman not being able to execute the catch. So now Kinsley Brashears is going to come up to bat right here. The catcher, we did not have her yesterday. It's good to see her back. So she looks to maybe get an RBI here as Sawyer's in scoring position. That ball's going to be outside, and that's going to be a ball for Starks right there. All right, guys, sorry about that silence. Had to figure something out as the count is 1-1 here, and the pitch catches the outside edge, so that will be strike 2 on Brashears. Sawyer reached on the error, like right there from the shortstop, and then was able to advance on the error because of the first baseman. So they draw that as a reached on error. The 1-2, and it's put into play to the pitcher. She mobbles it, but is able to regain it and get it up to first base to the first baseman right there. And that is the first baseman for Bigelow. I believe that is Bryn Weaver. So the Panthers put her down, but not before Sawyer advances to third. And Bella Harville here at bat, and so that will be ball 1 there to Harville. Harville maybe looking to put a ball in play right here and get an RBI, as that is going to catch the outside edge right there and be strike 1 as the count evens. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Panthers down 2, but they have a runner on third. The pitch, and that is put into play, and that's going to sneak into the left field gap. And that will be an RBI single for Bella Harville as the Panthers draw within 1. Now Hadley Harrington comes up to bat, the junior that plays second base in the field. She's got Harville on first right here in the pitch, and that's going to be put into play, and that will be caught there by the third baseman. So that puts them down. That catch there was made, I believe, by the third baseman. So that will put them down. But the Panthers strike back with 2 runs, and they're only down 1 run now going in the top of the second. We'll be right back with more Panther softball after this break. All right, and we are back here as number 13 comes up to bat right here. That is Bryn Weaver. And, excuse me, I've had the names wrong for Bigelow. I misread the lineup. That is my bad, and the apologies. So, Harville Reddy's here to throw to Weaver. And that is going to catch the outside edge and put Weaver in the hole 0-2. Bryn is the designated player for Bigelow. So, I will get my stats fixed and get them back to you as soon as possible. And a nice slow pitch and puts Weaver down on 3 pitches. And that is the first strikeout of the game for Bella. She put him down with groundouts in the first and starts the second inning with a strikeout. Live. And now number 16, Mabry Patillo is going to come up to bat here. See what she can do here as she's down in the count 0-1 after that first pitch from Harville. Harville ready, the pitch, and a swing, and it's going to be fouled off right there. And now she's down in the count 0-2. See if Harville can put her down on 3 pitches like she did Weaver in the first at-bat of this inning. The 0-2, the pitch, and that's going to be fouled off the first base line into the dugout. So the 0-2 here for Patillo. The pitch, and that's going to be an outside pitch right there trying to get Mabry to chase. And so she will get the strikeout right there, and that's Harville's second strikeout of the inning and second of the game. So two down here with the base pads empty. Nothing has threatened the Panthers this second inning after giving up 3 runs in the top of the first. And the pitch there to number 12, Lainey Gifford, is ball 1. The 1-0, the pitch, and that's going to be inside for ball 2. Harville readies, and the pitch from Bella, and a big swing and a big miss there for Gifford as she goes in the count 2-1. A great pitch and location there from Harville to get the swing and the miss on Gifford. The 2-1, a pitch, and it's put high into center field. Everybody going in, and Gangoso buckets that one, and they put him down in order with a fly out to center and 2 strikeouts. We'll be back with the bottom of the second after this break. All right, and we are back here as McIntyre, the right fielder, comes up. The freshman who got the rock yesterday gets to start in right field this afternoon. She fouls that one off and goes down in the count 0-1. The pitch from Starks, and that will be strike 2 as the bunt attempt to miss right there for Braylon. So Starks looks to set her down on 3 pitches, but she's going to put that one in play to the second baseman, and the second baseman gets her out right there. So a good play there from Lainey Gifford, number 12, as they put McIntyre down on 3 pitches. So the first baseman, another freshman, Corey Dawson's up to bat. Number 21, and Starks delivers, and a big swing and a miss from Dawson. The pitch, and that's going to be high for ball 1. So count even at 1-1. Starks gave up 2 runs in the bottom of the first. The pitch, and that's going to be another big wave and miss there from Dawson. And she's down the count 1-2 with 1 out right now. And that pitch is going to be outside to even the count 2-2. Good eye there from Corey. The 2-2 and a swing and a miss. And so that is going to be a strikeout swinging for Starks, her first of the game. Now the 9-hole hitter, Roberts, number 7, the left fielder, comes up to bat. The delivery, and it's going to be a foul ball straight back. So that will put Kara in the hole 0-1. Now 0-1 the pitch, and that's going to be outside for ball 1. And the pitch, and that's going to be put into play up to Starks, the pitcher, and they're going to put them down in order. McIntyre, Dawson, and Roberts go down in order on 2 ground outs and a strikeout. So we'll be back with the top of the third in the Bigelow batting order after this break.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
have got my stats fixed. So Harville has 2 strikeouts on the afternoon. She struck out 2 of the 3 in the last frame. Looking to add on to that here as the top of the lineup rolls back over for the Bigelow Panthers. And that ball is going to be fouled off. So strike 1 here on Jordan, the shortstop. I have my stuff straight now. I did not earlier. That is my bad. Jordan reached on an error on her first plate appearance, as that ball is going to hit Jordan. So she is going to reach on a hit by pitch. You don't see very many of those from Harville, as that one just kind of slipped out of her hand right there. And the ump says, I need a ball. And Bella looks confused like me right now, but it's going to be Briley Starks, the pitcher, who grounded out in her first at-bat, up right here for the Bigelow Panthers. Bigelow still up 1, thankful to that first inning, 3 runs. And the pitch right there, and that's hit into play, as that's going to drop between Gangoso and Harrington. So that will be a base hit, I believe, kind of a blooper. So that is going to be a single there for Starks as she gets on base right there. Now the third baseman, Addison Jordan, number 23, up to bat, and she had an RBI double in her first at bat. So what she can do here with a runner in scoring position, and Harville's going to hit her in the leg, so she's going to juice the bases with Panthers, and that's Harville's second hit by pitch in this inning. So 2 hit by pitches and a single and a blooper, the single being a blooper into right center, will load the bases for Bigelow here with the cleanup hitter Hannah Staples, the center fielder, number 4, up to bat. And the pitch, and a big wave and a miss there from Staples. Staples reached on an error in her first at bat. And the pitch from Harville. And that is going to catch the outside corner, and that's going to put Staples down in the hole 0-2. Strikeout for Harville would be big, really big right here, and give her some confidence and get the first out of the inning with the bases juiced with Bigelow Panthers. And the pitch, and that's going to be caught by Sawyer, and they can't get the double play as Jordan gets back to first in time. But that will be a line out to the third baseman, Sawyer, over there. So that will sit Staples down. Now up to bat is the right fielder, number 17, Cayenne Curtis. She grounded out in her last at bat, and a big wave and a miss there from Curtis to start the at bat here. On deck is Jade Mayo, the first baseman for the Bigelow Panthers. Panthers are in a jam right here with 1 out and bases loaded in a swing, and that's going to – and McCutcheon didn't know what to do with it, whether to throw to first or try to tag the runner going to third. So that will be an RBI for Miss Curtis. And that will be ruled as a single right there. So now Jade Mayo's up to bat as she is down in the hole 0-1 right here. Bases still juiced as Bigelow has a 4-2 lead, and another swing and a miss there as she puts Mayo in a hole 0-2. The pitch from Harville. and a swing, and that's going to be a ground out. And that was going to be a line out to Sawyer. So that will put Mayo down, and they cannot get the double play. So Brendan Weaver, number 13, the DP for the Panthers, is going to come up to bat here. And if the Panthers could get out of this with only giving up one run, that would be really big for Magnet Cove, as they've had the bases juiced with no outs in this inning most of the time. And now Harville has worked back to get 2 quick outs. And the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. So Harville down in the count 1-0 here. Weaver struck out in her first at bat to Harville. Harville gets the pitch she wants. The windup and the pitch. And that is going to be ball 2, I believe. So Harville's got to work right here with 2 balls and no strikes on the DP. She will get that call right there as the count goes 2-1. The 2-1. And that is going to catch the outside corner, and Harville has worked back from a 2-0 now to a 2-2 count. Harville needs 1 strike to get out of this jam she has been put in and has started from the beginning of this inning. And the pitch. And that is going to be ball 3. So that looked to settle in the strike zone, but the 3-2. And that's going to get her looking right there. And no matter if they didn't call the first one, that one is straight down the pipe. So Brendan Weaver goes down on strikes looking. And the Panthers only give up 1 run with bases loaded. So Panthers get out of a jam there. So, and it looks like some Bigelow players are going to the bullpen down there. No, they're just running. Haven't seen that, but we'll see what that entails as Starks gets ready for our practice pitches in the circle. So we will be back with the bottom half of the third after this break. We are back here at Panther Field as Stark's first pitch of the bottom half of the third goes for a ball. So the lineup is fresh here for Magnet Cove. And that is going to be ball 2 right there as McCutcheon had the leadoff triple to start this game. And so 2-0 here. Starks has 1 strikeout this afternoon. And that is 3 balls right there. McCutcheon could draw a 4-pitch walk right here. Starks has struggled to find some location at times. The pitch. And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk. And that's just what the doctor ordered to get some traffic on the base pads. So now Gangoso comes back up to bat as she had a sacrifice fly with an RBI in the first. And the pitch. Thought about the bunt. Here comes McCutcheon stealing, and she will be safe. So she gets the stolen base there. Panthers have scooted around the base paths against the run rule in 3 innings, 17-2 yesterday against Conway St. Joe. So another stolen base there for McCutcheon. The 0-1. The windup and the pitch from Starks. And it's put into play over there, the shortstop, and it gets under her glove and goes into left field. And here comes Gangoso going to second, and she's going to make it. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Magnet Cove as Gangoso's on second and McCutcheon's on third. So now Izzy Sawyer comes up to bat right here. The third baseman reached on an error in her first at bat in the first inning. Sawyer, live now. Oh, and the throw home is safe, and so that will be a great play right there. And the coach is not happy, so I will try to replay that play. It was a beautiful bunt there from Izzy Sawyer. I guess retell that play as a beautiful bunt there from Izzy. And so they get a run home, and the Panthers are only going to be down 1 run right here. And Gangoso's going to get to third, and she was called safe in on the slide. So now Brashears is going to be up to bat. And she's going to put it into play over the shortstop. They're going to try to get it across for the first out. And Gangoso comes home and will be safe. And Sawyer advances to third. So a ground out, but produces an RBI for Brashears. And they have sent the dust up here from the slides. So now it's going to be Bella Harville up to bat. And so the game is all tied up here at 4. Let's see what Harville can do up in the count, 1-0, and Sawyer on third. And that ball is hit high in this center field backtracks, and that will be a straightaway center fly out. And Sawyer just jogs on home. So that's a deep fly ball there from Harville. And so she will get the sac fly RBI right there. And the Panthers take the... Something has happened to the scoreboard. Panthers take a 5-4 lead. And so Harrington now, as she comes up to bat, will be looking at a first pitch ball. Harrington lined out in her first at-bat in the first inning. Now Starks. Harrington's going to hit it up, and it's going to get through the second base gap. And so she will reach on a single right there, and the Panthers are in business. Now Braylon McIntyre is going to come up to bat, and she grounded out to the second baseman in the first inning. Harrington on first. I wouldn't be surprised if she tried to steal. And the throw is just offline from the steal. And Harrington gets another stolen base, and they are going crazy over there in the third base dugout. And the pitch there, and a big swing and a miss from McIntyre. Like I said previously, McIntyre grounded out to the second baseman in the first inning. Excuse me, second inning. We have got a time, and I believe that time came from Harrington. It's equipment timeout. She had a tire cleat.
We're on broadcast.
So now the 1-1 pitch here from Starks. The windup in the pitch from Starks, and that's going to be just off the outside edge right there as the count goes 2-1. And so the count 2-1 here for McIntyre, the freshman. The pitch from Starks, and a bobble there from McIntyre as they get it over, and that's going to be 3 outs. So McIntyre grounds out once more there. So Panthers do take the lead 5-4 here in the bottom of the third, but we'll be back with the top of the fourth after this break.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we are back here at Panther Field. I believe that's what it's called because I don't actually know the name. Harville, the pitch here, and a big wave and a miss there from Mabry Patello, the catcher. She struck out in her first at bat. Harville has three strikeouts on the afternoon. What was that? Who is it? So now she has Mabry, the catcher, in an 0-2 count in the pitch, and they say she didn't go around, so that's going to be 1-2 here. Let's see if she can set her down on 4 pitches instead of 3 pitches. And the pitch, and she is going to get her looking. And that is the second time she has struck Mabry Patello out today. And is Harville's 4th strikeout of the afternoon. Now number 12, Lainey Gifford, is up to bat. The second baseman. She flew out in her first at bat. Bigelow down 1 right here in the top frame of the 4th. The pitch, and that is going to be fouled straight back into the backstop. And that's going to put Gifford down in the count 0-1. Bigelow looking to get that run back that they gave up earlier and tie this game up at 5. And the pitch, and that's going to be outside off the edge, so that will even the count at 1-1. That pitch right there gives her strike 2. And that pitch, and that's going to be just off the outside corner, so count evens at 2-2. The 2-2. And the windup in the pitch. And that's straight down the meat and taters of the strike zone. And that will be Harville's 5th strikeout of the game as Gifford goes down looking. Now that flips the lineup back over to Ashlyn Jordan, the shortstop, who has reached on air and got hit by a pitch in her 2 at-bats today. And a swing, and that's going to hit my roof that I'm sitting in. Luckily, there's a roof there. That puts Jordan down in the count 0-1 here to Harville. Harville wheels and deals the 0-1, and that hit the almost window. Luckily, there's a fence there. I don't know if Harville's just trying to hit me up here or something, but that's got her down in the count 0-2, and she could put Jordan down on 3 strikes right here if she could get her looking or get her swinging. 0-2 the count, 2 outs. The pitch, and that's going to just be outside by the skin of the teeth. So that will put it at the count 1-2. Harville deals the 1-2. They're going to put it in play, and it's going to be a pop-up to Sawyer. Sawyer takes care of that pretty easy. So Bella puts them down in order with 2 strikeouts and a pop-out. So we will be back with the bottom half of the 4th after this break. So it will be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the Panthers due up here. Dawson, Roberts, and McCutcheon. Dawson struck out on her first bat, and a beautiful bunt up the first base line, but she can't beat it out. So she will be out there on the bunt attempt. So that puts Dawson 0-2 on the afternoon as Robert comes up to bat here, who grounded out in her first attempt. And the pitch, and it's put into play up to the pitcher, and the quick, easy out there to the first baseman, Jaden Mayo. So, quick 2 outs here for Starks. So now McCutcheon, who has tripled and has a walk and a stolen base off that walk, puts it in play, but it rolls foul down the third base line. And the pitch from Starks, And that's going to be ball one there as the count evens at 1-1. And the 1-1 from Starks, and that's put into play there. And the third baseman muffles it, but she gets it over there to Mayo for the out. So that puts them down in order. A bunt out and 2 ground outs put the Panthers down in order in the bottom of the 4th. So we'll be back with the top of the 5th after this break.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
All right, well, it's the top of the 5th inning here. Panthers still up by 1 run. Harville still has the rock for the Panthers. So it's going to be Starks, the pitcher. Starks, Jordan, Staples are the 3 up here for the Bigelow Panthers as a swing and a foul tip is strike 1 there going to Starks. Starks has grounded out and singled in her 2 at-bats this afternoon. The pitch from Harville. Swing, and it's hit high. Let's see if McIntyre can get to it. And she does. A beautiful catch over there down the right field line to put Starks out. So a great fly-out catch there from Braylon McIntyre in right field, and that sets Starks down just on 2 pitches. So now the third baseman, Addison Jordan, number 23, who has reached on a double and a hit by pitch, has also racked up a RBI in this one. So that will be ball 1 going to Jordan. And the pitch, and that's going to be put into play. That's going to be clubbed into left field over Roberts' head. And that's going to be Gangoso that gets to it. She's trying to go 3, but she's going to put on the brakes about halfway to third base. And so that will be a double there for Addison Jordan, her second double of the game. And now Hannah Staples is up to bat, the center fielder, number 4, as she reached on an error and lined out in her first 2 at-bats. Harville's got 1 in scoring position behind her in the 0-0 pitch. And that's going to be a ball. So Staples ahead in the count 1-0. And the ball is put into play, and that's going to get into the left center gap. And they're going to hold them at the corners. So runners on the corners for Bigelow, as that is a single there from Hannah Staples, the center fielder. And Bigelow has got something brewing here in the top of the 5th. Who are we winning? So Cayenne Curtis, the right fielder, who's grounded out and singled in her 2 at-bats this afternoon, is up to bat. And and so they say they called Staples safe at second. So I believe Magna's going to try to challenge this call. So Coach Harrington comes out. So we have an ump conversation, and they are going to rule her safe. So bases juice for Bigelow right here. Bella in a hole. One out here. And so Bella up in the count 0-1 here. Number 11, Jaden Mayo up to bat right here. Harville readies. And the wind up and pitch. And that is a beautiful located ball right there to get a swing and a miss. Mayo has flown out and lined out in her 2 at-bats previously. And the pitch is fouled back. So Mayo is 0 for 2 on the afternoon and down in the count 0-2 right now. The 0-2, the delivery, and a almost check swing right there as Mayo lays off that outside pitch and the count goes 1-2. The 1-2, and that's going to be a ball as the count evens at 2-2. So game tied now 5-5 here in the top of the 5th. And so now the count goes full after Bella had her in an 0-2 count here to start the inning, or the at-bat. Excuse me there. Mayo got a full count, bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 5th. And she is going to get the foul tip into the mitt, so Mayo will go down on strikes. So Bryn Weaver, number 13, who is 0 for 2 on the afternoon with both strikeouts, comes up to bat. That is Harville's 6th strikeout on the afternoon, and a big swing and a miss there from Weaver. And the pickoff throw is offline there as Harrington just has to kind of block it. Weaver the DP for and so luckily the Bigelow got away with one right there. She was way off the bag at first, but I guess the Panthers didn't see it. So 0-1 the count, and that's going to be very close to hitting Weaver, but does not, so that will be ball 1. Harville trying to work out of a jam right here. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 1 strike. And that is going to be a ball right there. So 2 balls and 1 strikes here on Bryn, the DP for the Bigelow Panthers, who has struck out swinging and struck out looking here on the afternoon. The windup and the pitch. And that is going to be straight down the pipe there as the count goes full 3-2. This is a big pitch right here for Harville. When you're in the top of the fifth, we got a tie ball game. 3-2, 2 outs and bases are loaded. It's a big pitch. The payoff pitch, the delivery, and a swing, and she gets her looking for a second time this afternoon. Bryn Weaver goes down on strikes, and Bigelow leaves them loaded in the fifth. We'll be right back with the bottom of the fifth after this break. And we are back here at Panther Stadium as Alexa Gangoso is going to lead off for the Panthers in the bottom of the fifth. Game tied 5-5. Stark still in the circle for Bigelow. And the first pitch is way outside, so that will be ball one. Gangoso, Sawyer, and Brashears to the 3 due up here for the Panthers. 2, 3, and 4. Gangoso with that. Oh, man, that scared me. That came right back. Woo! Man, that right there makes sure you in your seat good right there. I was going to say Alexa with that big red bat that she bats with. And that is going to be 2-1 right there. Alexa looks to get on base here. She's ahead in the count 2-1. Count 2-1, game tied at 5 in the bottom of the fifth. And that is going to be 3-1, so a hitter's count here for the junior. A 3-1 the count. Starks readies. The windup in the pitch, and that's hit. That's hit deep, and that's going to get to the left field fence. Here comes Gangoso, and she's going to glide her way into second base and jump on the base a little bit right there as she gets a leadoff double for the Magnet Cove Panthers. That is her second double of the afternoon. So now Izzy Sawyer comes up to bat here as the third baseman has reached on air and had a bunt that got an RBI. And she's going to put that into play, and she loses the ball. And their shortstop there, Ashlyn Jordan, just could not find the ball right there as she could not make the play to first or second. And now runners on first and second for the Panthers with no outs. So that is the second time that she has reached on error, and Brashears thought about the bunt there. So Sawyer's reached on error twice this afternoon. Brashears is now up to bat. The catcher has grounded out and had an RBI ground out earlier in the game. And that's going to be a strike there as what a slide there by Gangoso. And both runners advance, so 2 runners in scoring position. And they did not even attempt to make the throw down to third. It's a nifty slide there by Gangoso to keep her hand on the bag. 2 runners in scoring position right here for Brashears. If she could hit one to the right field, that would be amazing, as that ball's going to be low and the count's going to go 3-1. Oh, excuse me, that's 2-1. I thought it was 3-1. That ball's going to be hit high into right field. 2 players going for it, and the right fielder is going to drop it, and so they are just waving them around, and so the throw's going to be offline, and that's going to turn into a 2 RBI triple. Man, what a play there. And Brashears thought about going home. And so a simple pop-up turns into a 2 RBI triple. So that is an error, and then the throw-in was not made. And so now Bella Harville comes up to bat, who has had an RBI single and then a sacrifice fly. That sac fly produced an RBI, of course. Panthers now have a 7-5 lead. Harville hits the ball high. It's going to the right fielder. She judges that one and makes that catch, but Brashears is going to make it home with ease, and Panthers go up 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. And that is the second sac fly that Bella has hit today that has produced an RBI. So Bella has produced an RBI in all of her at-bats this afternoon, as Hadley Harrington comes up to the dish here. She has a line out and a single with a stolen base, and a bunt right there almost turned in and out, but the catcher could not get to it there, as Mabry Patello, number 16, could not get to it. And that's hit straight up the middle, a hard hit ball, and that's going to be a single for Hadley Harrington. Her second single of the afternoon, as she is now 2 for 3 from the dish. So now the freshman Braylon McIntyre comes out, who has 2 grounds out, and they throw, and she is going to be tagged out. So they caught her stealing that time, but that's going to be the first out of the inning. Oh, excuse me, that's second out. That is my bad, because the sacrifice fly from Harville. So now McIntyre looks to get on the base paths for the first time this afternoon, as that ball is going to be high right there. Now the count 1-0 here for Braylon, the freshman. The pitch from Starks, and a big wave and a miss there from McIntyre. McIntyre 0 for 2 here in this game. She's grounded out both times. So 3-1 the count. It could be big if McIntyre could draw a walk right here. Panthers up 8-5. And the pitch, and McIntyre's going to draw the 5-pitch walk right there as she jots down to first base. So now Corey Dawson, who had a ground out bunt and a strikeout in her 2 at-bats previously. And a big wave and a miss there from Corey at the first pitch. pitch there, and another big wave and a miss from Corey. Pitch from Starks, and McIntyre's going to try to steal, and they don't even throw. So that will be a stolen base for McIntyre. One, two, the count here with 2 outs. Now the count 2-2 as that ball is low. And the pitch, and that ball is put into play, but it will roll foul down the third base line. Count 2-2 with 2 outs. Bigelow's given up 3 runs in the bottom of this frame of the 5th. The 2-2, and a big wave and a miss, and Starks puts her down on strikes once more. So that will end the inning right there, but not before the Panthers add some insurance. Panthers up 8-5 going into the 6th. And we are back here at Panther Field as the top of the 6th begins here in Harville. The first pitch, and that's going to be a sort of bunt attempt, and that's going to get to Dawson in time right there. And that is number 16, Mabry Patel, the catcher, who is now 0 for 3 on the afternoon with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And we have an umpire meeting down the first base line. Unsure what it's about. So she's not out. Unsure what happened there. Not a pro at softball calling, but that ball is going to be put foul. So I maybe it hit in the batter's box, and that was foul is the only thing I can think of. So now she's got her down in the count 0-2 here. Harville, the 0-2, and a big wave and a miss. And Harville's like, if they won't let me get her out on 1 pitch, I'll do it on 3 pitches. And she sets Patella down with strikes once more, and that increases Harville's strikeout count by 1. And my stat sheet says that is her 7th strikeout of the afternoon here, as Lainey Gifford, the second baseman comes up, who has had a flyout and a strikeout looking this afternoon. So the second baseman looks to get on base for her first time this afternoon. The 1-0 pitch. That's hit high and foul over the first base line and onto the middle school. And the pitch, and that's going to be up the first base line. That's going to stay fair, and Dawson will just step on the base herself. And the Panthers have put down 2 here early. So now the lineup flips back over to Ashlyn Jordan, the shortstop number 22, who reached on error, hit by pitch, and had a pop out in her 3 at-bats today. And the pitch, and that's going to be high in ball 1. I've heard the baseball game is pretty good over there. Last I heard it was tied 3-3, so go check that out on the Cove High School East YouTube page. The 1-0, a big wave and a miss there from Jordan, the shortstop, and that evens the count at 1-1. Count 2-1 here on the shortstop. Harville readies the 2-1, and that's going to be a hit by pitch in the arm. And here comes the Magnet Cove coaches. So I'm not sure. And Harville does not appreciate that hit by pitch right there, as she puts her runner on with 2 outs. That is the second time she has hit Jordan this afternoon. So Starks has grounded out, had a single and a fly out here, as we have the pitcher versus pitcher duel. 1-0 the count. And that's going to catch the outside edge. So count evens at 1-1 here. The 1-1. And that's going to be put into play, and that's going to get into the left field under the Sawyer's glove over at third base. So that will put runners on first and second for the Bigelow Panthers. That is Stark's second single of the game. So now Addison Jordan, the third baseman, number 23, will come up to bat. Harville readies, and the pitch. Unsure what the ump said. So, don't see anything on the scoreboard, so that's going to be a foul tip, and that will be a strike. So 0-1 the count here. Harville kind of in a hole with runners on first and second with 2 outs, but she's got 3 runs of insurance. The 1-2, and that's going to be a ball. So I believe it said 2 balls, 1 strike is what the ump said. believe what they called earlier was a balk, and that's going to be a hit into left field, and they're raving them home, and so that will be an RBI single there for Addison Jordan. So now Hannah Staples, the center fielder, who's reached on air, had a line out, and produced a single in this game today, will be up to bat. So Panthers only down 2 now. Up 2. And that is fouled back. So Staples down the count 0-1. Staples had a single in her last at bat. The 0-1, the pitch, and hits hit high. McIntyre tracking back into right field, and that will be the third out of the inning. Bigelow produces a run, but still down 2 runs going into the bottom of 6. Panthers coming up next. And we are back here as Roberts, McCutcheon, and Gangosa are due up here for the Panthers, but we have a pitching change. The flex is going to be the pitcher now here as Julia Bourne has gotten the rock here in the bottom of the 6th to try to close this one out and get some offense here for the Lady Panthers of Bigelow. And that pitch is going to be outside there for Bourne. So Stark's pitch, 5 innings there and gave up 8 runs. So let's see what Bourne can do here in 2 innings of work. And that's going to be a strike. Catches the top half of the plate, or zone I should say. Roberts is 0 for 2 this afternoon with 2 groundouts, and that's going to be another strike. Count 1-2 here on Roberts. And the pitch from Julia, and it's hit, and it's going to go foul straight back into the creek behind us. And the pitch here from Bourne, and a swing and a miss. And she puts Roberts down on strikes. And so a good start here to Julia Bourne's adventure in the circle here this afternoon as she puts Roberts down swinging. That is her first strikeout, of course, as the lineup flips back over to Marley McCutcheon, who's had a triple and a walk and a ground out in that order, and also a stolen base. So, see what McCutcheon can do here from the plate. The pitch, and that's hit high, and that is going to be infield, and that is going to be caught there by the second baseman, number 12, Laney Gifford, as they have put him down in order right here, and Gangoso is up with 2 outs. Gangoso's had a sacrifice fly with an RBI and 2 doubles in her plate appearances this afternoon. The pitch from Julia, and it's hit high. They're backtracking in left field, and that's not going to get out of here. It looked hit well off the bat, but that's going to put them down in order. A pop out, a strikeout, and a fly out put the Panthers down in order, but the Panthers are 3 out away from securing this conference win, so we'll see if Harville can close it out here in the top of the 7th. We'll be back with the top of the 7th after this break.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
Top of the 7th, the Panthers, the Magnet Cove Panthers, I should correct myself since we have Panthers versus Panthers this afternoon, are 3 outs away from securing this one 8-6. Let's see if Bella Harville can finish it out. It's going to be Curtis Mayo and Weaver up for the Bigelow Panthers. Curtis has grounded out and has 2 singles on the afternoon. Number 17 is at the plate right now. Harville, the pitch, and that is going to be hit foul down the first base line, and another one on top of the middle school. I really do feel bad for that roof. So the count 0-1 here for Curtis. The 0-1 pitch to Cayenne right there. We'll even it at 1-1. Harville's been solid today. Here's, though, the 1-1 from her and a big wave and a big miss on the inside pitch there to Curtis. And now Curtis is in the hole 1-2. Bigelow's going to need a rally of sorts here to score at least 2 runs to send it to the bottom of the 7th where the Panthers could walk it off. The 1-2 to Curtis. And a swing and a miss. And Bella gets her swinging right there to add to the strikeout total. Wow, Bella is having a day for herself. 2, 4, 6. That is Harville's 8th strikeout of the game according to my stat sheet. I believe that is 9 actually. Yes, that is 9. So the 0-1, the 0-0 pitch there to Jaden Mayo, the first baseman, is a foul tip. So Jaden is 0 for 3 this afternoon with a fly out, a line out, and a strikeout. And that is going to put her down the count 0-2. So the first baseman has got to battle back right here. Let's see if Harville can set her down on a 3-pitch strikeout right here. The windup and the pitch. And that is going to be put into play. What a play from Sawyer at third base. Gets it over to Dawson. And a 5-3 put out right there will draw the Panthers within 1 out. So Bryn Weaver, number 13, is up to bat. She has struck out once, swinging, and twice looking. So she has got to come alive at the plate here. Harville, the 0-0, and it's a big wave and a miss. And this could be big if Harville could get her right here. And the ball is fouled back. So Harville is well over 100 pitches. That was her 112th pitch she's thrown. Let's see if she can get it done on 113 pitches. The swing, and it's not going to be done, so it's fouled back. So the 114th pitch coming there for Bella. Like I mentioned, Weaver's 0 for 3 on the afternoon with 3 strikeouts. The DP here for Bigelow. The 0-2, 2 outs to end the game. And that is going to be low and inside. And Harville tried to get the chase right there. So that is going to be ball 1. So let's see if Harville can get it done on 115 pitches this afternoon. The windup and the pitch and a swing and a miss. And Harville sets them down in order in the top of the 7th to finish this one off. Panthers win by 2 in a 10 strikeout performance for Bella. I will tally up my numbers right now. Yes, and that is a 10 strikeout performance for the junior Bella Harville. And Panthers win by 2 here, and this is a great conference win for the Magnet Cove Panthers as they defeat the Bigelow Panthers 8-6. And it took the entire game, unlike last night, but they did what they had, and great performance here by the Panthers, and just great offensively. Marlon McCutcheon had a triple, Gangoso with 2 doubles, and I believe the error situation out there for Bashir's got her to third base. 2 singles for Harrington. So we will have to see how they fare, but a great win for the Magnet Cove Lady Panthers as they were tied with CAC, Central Arkansas Christian, for the first spot in this district conference, I should say. But Harville gets it done on 115 pitches this afternoon. So Harville pitched all game, a great game for her. But Panthers come out on top. Magnet Cove 8-6 over Bigelow. Thanks for tuning in on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube page. This is Dalton Reed. Make sure to tune in to the Magnet Cove High School East baseball game going on over there. I've heard it's a good one. That is the battle for the second place in the conference. So that ought to be a good one. So I'm Dalton Reed, and I'm 10th grader here at Magnet Cove, and I'm signing off.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Cove School District and a community partner with the Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Cove, Arkansas.